if you are a newer player, Vinci Rider is a very appealing option. She is extremely easy, and I mean like extremely easy to get farming. It doesn't take much. At the level 1 of her skills, have a Castoria from your support list, and then hopefully you have like any support. It doesn't even need to be. Oh, hold up, my hair. I literally just woke up. Oh, my hair stinks from last night. Ugh. I don't put shit in my hair because it fucking smells the next day. Anyway, sorry. Yeah, Vinci Rider. She was very appealing to newer players, but we're kind of past that point. Vinci Rider came out at a point in the game where Castoria wasn't out, and arts looping was a whole lot harder. Now Vinci kind of loops so much, her damage has been like completely forsaken. And in these times, that probably isn't the best thing. But let's talk about her. So this is her banner. This is the CEs that are on it. It's the same ones from that anniversary. Here's a 60% charger with star weight and MP damage, but with split stats, I wouldn't worry about it. So, Vinci Rider started out arcade, and I think this is the most accurate part of it. A lot of people call her Da Vinci because just small Da Vinci. Oh, I need this coffee so much. Base attack, almost 11k. Not amazing, but it could be a whole lot worse. She doesn't have a negative modifier for damage, but let me close that too. She doesn't have a negative modifier for damage, but this is fairly low in comparison to other 5 stars. HP is higher to compensate, and that's probably one of the better things about her is whether you're using her with Tamamo or not, because you don't want to use just double Castoria. You want Castoria and some other art support. You don't want to do double Castoria with her. You are gonna be doing a whole lot of nothing if you do that. And I don't mean that in a bad sense. I mean it in the Castoria sense. They're gonna be doing a whole lot of nothing. So yeah, even without Tamamo, her health is gonna stay like topped up pretty much, unless she's getting like blasted by like 12 attacks every time. Like it's gonna take some work to actually kill Vinci in her normal setup. Star weight sergeant is normal rider numbers, MP charge 0.49. You hear how like easy it is for Da Vinci to loop, and then you see this game's like, okay, so does she have like a 12 hit arts MP? No, it's 3. How the fuck is she looping? She basically brute forces looping more than Zenobia, or like think any arts looper that like gets charged per turn. Da Vinci gets like at least double, if not more. She gets a whole lot back, and then if you run her with Tamamo, it's actually fucking ridiculous how much she actually has to loop to be able to go back to 100%. There are times she is going to loop against one enemy. Ideally, you're gonna not want to kill that one enemy. You're gonna want to get the other Tamamo MP off to make your life easier. And I say easier, not because there is a good chance you still loop if you do that. Back up here. MP charge 3%. Hit counts, 4 hits on quick, 4 hits on arts, which is why these are so low. That is unfortunate. I would have much preferred they gimp these arts cards, like make them 3 hit to make the MP gain like better. But that's just me. 2 hits on Buster, it's whatever. 4 hit extra attack. Hit counts are the best. These are good, but MP charge suffers because of it. First skill, her bread and butter. This is what you level first. Absolutely, 100%. You level this first if you want your Da Vinci to farm as best as possible. Do you need it? No. Does it like help you out so much that like you're actually kind of stupid to not level this first? Yeah. Her whole thing is refund. I will tell you straight up, none of her other skills actually affect refund except the third one, and that's only a one-time thing. You need this for her to function properly. Now, thankfully, the base is 10, not 0. If it was 0, then this is a huge priority to the level. Like, this would be like, you would not use Da Vinci unless it was leveled if the base was 0. But the base is 10, so it's okay. If like you're mat locked for a while, you'll still be able to use her, but you really want this leveled. You get 20% back per turn, 1000 HP per turn. Debuff immunity for 3 turns. This is not hit based. You cannot stun her. You cannot debuff her. Nothing. Nothing. Only buff removal. It's one of the reasons she like can function in challenge quests, and I do know one for the Bunyan event where if you have Da Vinci, if you have Tamamo, and you run a Castoria, you're not fucking dying. Like you're not going to die. I don't even know if it's possible because you're going to have over 100% uptime. Like Tamamo with Da Vinci, literally. Tamamo is popping MP at least every other turn. At least that's the bare minimum. Like Da Vinci teams are like are the definition of art spamming. Second skill, you kind of can ignore it. It's cool that she has this, but she's not known for her crits. This is the same skill Summer Musashi has, where it's 1 evasion for an attack, has no duration, and then 1 turn, 50% crit damage. And this is on a 4-turn cooldown. Again, if you run her with Tamamo, you are popping this every other turn. Every other turn, she's gonna have a dodge, and more likely, she's going to have invul. Even if you hit her, she's either not going to take damage or she's going to heal from it that turn. Third skill, party MP damage up 30% for 3 turns. I forgot this number was this high. Party battery for 10% and overcharge 1 stage, 1 turn. This I forget too, that it's only 1 turn. But the big thing is party battery, MP charge, MP damage for the entire party. If you are running like hybrid setups where it's Da Vinci farming like first wave, single target, second wave, Da Vinci farming third wave, although that would be like higher copies of Da Vinci, your DPS, your DPS that's taking out that single target, they're gonna be good. They're gonna be real good for MP. You probably aren't gonna need Kentucky. You could probably put like a black rail or just something to like whatever ups their damage. And if they have a battery, you might not even need to pop it. It really depends on the node setup. But Da Vinci is very good for like multi-core. You don't have to stick to Da Vinci being the only farmer. She can be the sub DPS, and she will make sure you're either main DPS or she's main farmer, and then you have a sub DPS. She's gonna make sure they're good. Passives: riding B 8% quick. She has a good quick card, but Rider, but at least she's not an Avenger or Berserker. All right, at least she's not an Avenger or Berserker. Territory creation C, very nice. She likes the arts, even though she doesn't have much in her kit. She does actually have it. Debuff resistance 20. As if this wasn't OP enough. She has base debuff resistance, and then she also gets 20% star gen. So her quick card is actually very good, deceptively good, and I just didn't notice. But also, I'm not clicking her quick card. I'm art spamming with her. It is actually like really cool that Da Vinci has like good crit star synergy, it kind of actually would make sense why she would have this in the first place now. But it's not something you're gonna focus on. It's just like, oh, she can do this. Awesome. Moving on. Mana loading. Get her started. You can use better CEs with her. Extra attack is whatever. It's not gonna be that good. Her base attack is low. Oh, sorry, stretching. Base attack is low. Sargent isn't great. MP charge isn't great. 4-hit extra attack. Like, this is gonna make it passable. It's not gonna like make it a good extra attack. Like, you want to see a good extra attack, go watch Arjuna Altars when he's like level 100 and that thing is maxed out. That's when you're doing like 50,000 100,000 extra attack damage. Oh my god, extra attack is so good on Berserkers. It's actually ridiculous how good it is. All right, MP 3-hit arts. And the main effect is it charges the party's battery by 20%. So, if you remember what an arts chain actually does, it gives you 20%. So, Da Vinci and whoever else she's in an arts chain with is at least getting 40% after the MP. At least. Now, remember, then you put Tamamo behind her, and now Tamamo is at overcharge 2 or 3. So Tamamo is gonna like give her like 37% back. So that's 77% refund Da Vinci gets from her MP being popped. That's how much she just gets back without even doing any refunding at all. 77%. Not accounting like she gets overkill. None of that. Granted, that's an Tamamo setup, but you get the idea. She doesn't have to. She's looping like kinda a quick servant, how she's trying to hit like 50-60%, and then she's getting topped up. She's not looping like a normal arts looper where you need to like hit a certain number or like get 100% refund, or you hit like 70 and then a Castoria battery. She's not one of those servants where you actually need double Castoria. Like other art supports are gonna do you well. You want Castoria for the damage. She even has an arts buff on her MP, which is good. It helps her actual refund from her MP, not this brute forcing. But here's the problem. Da Vinci hits like not hard, like at all. She does not. Now, granted, this number is good, and she is matching Bakken, so it's really not that bad on base damage. Like more comparable to Odysseus in damage. But the thing about Odysseus is he's more in challenge quests, not farming. Bakken has power mods. Da Vinci's at 20,000, and she stays at 20,000. That's with all her buffs. Oh. Habetrot is MP5 and can sacrifice herself. Ooh. Yeah. And my favorite comparison, Summer Mordred, you get her MP2, and then she's almost matching Da Vinci's damage. And the thing about Mordred is that if she's fighting caster, she's looping to 200%. That's the thing with Mordred. She actually refunds so goddamn much. Her problem is absolutely damage. Da Vinci's gonna have a very, very similar problem. But go to Riders. Lily's here, and Mordred is down here. But remember, I compare it to. Oh, Jordan actually, yeah, okay. So because of how Da Vinci works, I didn't really talk about it specifically, double Castoria, But this is something that this is proving that Jord's list isn't the be-all end-all, because there are certain servants that will scale better with Castoria MPs, or Masa, Jason. Servants that have ramp up as an overcharge. They function much better with Castoria because their own kit is going to work better. Because Da Vinci is charging the party on 2 MPs 20% each, Castoria has a AoE 30% battery. There is no conceivable way you cannot be MPing at turn 3. It does not matter if you have the append. That, like, if you have the append or not, like, that depends when you're popping the MP. Not if you will. You always will. So Da Vinci's damage is technically better just by the fact that you mitigate any and all RNG to that system. You are guaranteed to pop Castoria MPs. You are guaranteed, and for Da Vinci, she would want that turn 3. She would want her best damage to be turn 3. Works out perfectly. Her damage would look closer to a Buster farmer. And then remember, she has MP damage in her kit. She's running a Black Rail. This is 110% MP damage. You bring in Oberon, he brings in another 30, and that's 280 MP damage, which I don't think these other servants are touching. Da Vinci probably is the strongest of these arts farming riders. She can hit the hardest, but you have to be willing to watch the cutscenes. Now, I say that in the sense that she is the most consistent. Keyword, consistent. Mordred could probably hit the same. Well, she's not hitting the Oberon damage. I don't think any of these are touching it. Because Da Vinci, I think, is the only one that has MP damage in their kit. Maybe Bucking, but I can't remember right now. Any of these servants can get the Castoria MP. It's just RNG dependent. Yeah. Bonsi, arts card star weight up by 100% while she's on the field. This is an interesting one. This is different. See, this is one I kind of wish they would make into a passive for her. That would be amazing. It doesn't affect damage that much, but Da Vinci as a sub DPS just spikes up in value for literally every arts DPS. Every arts single target DPS would eat this shit up. Eat it up. And then pair with Lady Avalon or Johanna, and then those crits are biting and consistent. I'm hyping Da Vinci up. Y'all know what happens when I'm hyping a servant up this much. As much as I'm praising her and showing all the utility for her, this is A, the wrong fucking time for her. B, she does not fit in well with the current landscape. She doesn't do enough damage at MP1. You are going to need higher copies if you want to bring her to more stuff. The enemies are starting to get higher health. I haven't used my Da Vinci in forever, and they don't give caster nodes to Lottos. Not the high difficulty ones. The last couple have been okay. Let's go through the latest Lotto and show what class servants were in the 90 plus or 90 plus plus. Oh, so let's do all three. The 90 plus, the 90 plus us. I see assassins and an extra class, sabers and weird node, berserkers, extra class, and assassin. Berserkers, night class. Weird archer node. Oh, assassins again. Knight class plus, yeah, pretty much knight class. This isn't up, but this is, oh crap. Which one is this? This is assassins. This one's assassins. And this one is fucking Martha and Ibuki farming simulator. All right, this one. This is Martha and Ibuki Simulator, the game. And that's mostly a rider node. Sorry, almost lost my train of thought there. They don't use casters for a good reason. Da Vinci is... This is a game balance thing, and they're slowly making it so Da Vinci Rider is like obsolete. Can you use her in like normal like farming and type neutral? Absolutely. You're gonna run into a damage problem, but like if you need a consistent farmer, like even against this, I don't want to say assassins, definitely against berserkers. Against berserkers, Da Vinci can farm it like really quickly, and damage isn't gonna be that much of a concern. But you are gonna have to be watching batteries a little more, because unless you're fighting 3 enemies, good luck. I have this unit MP1 on my main JP account. I have not felt the need to use her, but that's a non-statement, because I've also spent like the last year trying to like farm up my other supports, like not Castoria, like my low 3-star supports. I haven't been using double Castoria at all, and trying to get farm points. So like me not using Da Vinci isn't because she's bad, it's outdated. It's just because I don't have a need for her right now. I think that's the real thing. You don't have a need for her. I prefer my rider Mordred because she's MP2, and she, like, I never have to worry about refund with her, to the point I would bring her to fight. I brought her to farm berserker nodes, and she did really well, even though the main boss was knight class, and I should have been using Jason all that time. I think I still have recordings of that. Yes, that is that's one of the best videos on the channel. But yeah, skip Da Vinci Rider. Not a good time for her. Maybe catch her in the bunny and rerun next year if you feel like it. Yeah, Da Vinci Rider probably needs an MP buff. If there was one thing that needs to get buffed, it's actually her MP. She needs more damage. All right, I'll see you guys in the next one, possibly the stream, because I'm streaming right after this. Peace. If you enjoyed this video, please drop a like, comment, sub, all that good YouTube stuff. I'm putting this at the end of the video because I'm really bad about selling out mid-video. So, thank you for watching.